Hey everyone, it's Steph from Express Fit for Life. So this is a little foam rolling routine that you can do anytime, any day. There's no limit. And what it's going to do is help reduce the look of cellulite. Just to recap, what is cellulite? Cellulite is your interconnected tissues, your fascial system, and basically it's dehydrated. So we want to hydrate it by sending fresh blood to that area. How do we do it? Through massage, through unusual movement, and also through yoga. So the first thing that we're going to do is you can have a foam roller. It does not have to be a large one. It can be a super short one. You can get them just about anywhere. Most department stores carry them. So I'm going to show you everything on the shorter foam roller A. It's just easy, it's compact, and a little bit more practical to use. You can carry this on board an airplane and anything. So the first thing we're going to do is a hip roll. So I'm going to actually come onto my side. My top leg is going to be long, and my bottom leg is going to be on the foam roller, about in the middle. And you want to line up your hip bone. That's your starting point. So you can kind of line up where your hip bone is, and then you're going to start to slowly roll until about your groin. Okay, and when I say slow, it's nice and slow. You want to activate your quadricep as well. So you're going to roll a little bit or a lot. Now, if you start to get a little bit of a sweet spot, so a sweet spot is an area of the muscle fibers where it's very tight, you want to linger there and wait for that to release. You're going to feel the muscle kind of sigh over the foam roller. Then you can start to rock very gently and very small. Okay, what you don't want to do is go extremely fast. Okay, some people do that, and that's doing more harm than good. So we want to do soft, slow massage, just like if you were going to go to a massage therapist, same kind of idea. Now, some of us are more tight in the front of our thighs, some of us are more tight in the back of our thighs. So you kind of find your favorite position by turning your big toe. So your big toe can go down, your big toe can go up. Either way is fine by you. Awesome. And after that starts to release, in yoga we believe that the hips are actually where we keep a lot of stress and tension. So once that starts to feel a little bit better, you can start to make your movement a little bit more dramatic. You can start to go up and down the leg a little bit further. You can even be on your elbow, and you can go from the groin all the way up. So all the way up to almost the knee. And again, any area that you feel is a little bit sweet, so maybe it's right there. I know it is for me. And then you're just gonna let it kind of rock out. So again, you can linger here minimum 30 seconds, up to 5 minutes, really depending on what you are aiming for today. Okay, so good. And if you want to take it to the ultimate, that's going to be, you're gonna stack both of your feet. Now this is a core workout, so make sure your hips are stacked over each other. We're not on the side, or on our back, we're on our side. And you're gonna start to roll a lot more. Oh, that's really sweet. I know, sometimes it's too much, so you need to put that foot back down, and again, continue there. So that's your first move there. Once you've done that, you're gonna come onto your hip. The leg that you just rolled is gonna go over the other one, okay? And again, I like to go onto my fist. I feel like then my wrist isn't doing anything harmful. And I'm gonna roll over towards you. So my knee that's bent is essentially pointing down. So now I'm getting into my hip, more into my glutes, the cheeks, yes? And just start to rock gently again, side to side. Good. Now this is a pretty traditional way to hip roll. So I wanna show you one extra way. Because the glutes have many different areas, we are always doing the same kind of foam rolling. I want you to think about going into the different foam, to different muscle fibers with a different roll. So you're gonna take the foam roller, you're gonna spin it horizontally, go back to the exact same position that you're in, and then I want you to go back and forth. And you can feel immediately there's a completely different feel to this move. So some of you are gonna work a lot better at this position, getting into those sweet, tender spots, breaking up that scar tissue, hydrating your fascia, helping reduce that cellulite. Others, you might just want it up and down. So really it's personal, just like anyone else. We all have different body shapes, and we all have different body injuries, so really find what works best for you. Okay, so that's 2 ways to get into the hip. So after that, what we want to do, let me just move that over. Okay, so ideally you want to start at the root or that earth and move your way up. So you're bringing that all the way back to the heart. So we would probably make this stage 3. Stage 1, we're gonna start just basically, hands can be underneath you can be on your knuckles, you can be on your elbows, and you're just going to basically roll the ankles side to side. Good. Now if you have any plantar fasciitis issues, this is gonna feel okay. Don't feel anything, feel okay. You can start to do the same thing, but hovering your hips. This is a great core workout already. Good, and then once you are feeling great about that, you can start to roll the hips. So really engaging your core here. This is quite the ab workout as well. Awesome, feeling okay. You don't have any issues in your hips, or not into your hips, sorry, into your calves. Stack your feet. That gets a lot juicier into that calf. So if there's tightness and you're taking it, it's like it's too much, go back to both or alternate, okay? And then just kind of traveling along the calves. Awesome. And again, take your time with it, do as much as you need. Taking it to the next space, just behind the knees, not on the knee creases, but above that. So you're on the muscle, not on a bony area of the body. And again, just kind of turn your toes in, turn your toes out. You won't feel a lot, but it starts to kind of just break up anything that you need to be broken up. So, hamstring, 3 parts. It's not just one big blob of muscle. So, some of us are tight when we turn our toes in. So that's that one area. Some of us are tight with our toes straight up. And some of us feel most tension when our feet are out, kind of plie style. You might be tight in all 3, doesn't know. So give it a try, and once you've kind of turn, you found that sweetness, that spot that kind of makes you work a little bit, you're gonna start to, again, very slow, roll into the hamstring. So I like to start with my big toes touching, going back, not to the kneecap, but just to where the muscle inserts into the knee. And then I go toes up, again, nice and slow. If you feel any tension, linger there, and make it a little smaller. Good. And then when you get back, maybe turn your toes out, and maybe that's the sweet spot for you. And you can go back and forth as many times as you like. Again, you can stack the feet, and that makes it a lot juicier. Oh. So if your hammies are a little tight, you're gonna feel that a lot. Okay? And then finally, we like to go onto our front of our thighs, our quadriceps, okay? So same thing, we're gonna flip over to the dark side. Place your foam roller just above your kneecaps. So not on your kneecaps. Really, really important that you're never on the bone, okay? And then slowly, you're going to start to roll towards your hip. And again, you feel a tightness, linger there. This is like holding a plank, so it's really, really great for your abdominals. Go a little further. Good, and then slowly come back. So I like to sort of inhale as I go. And then when I get to that sweet spot, I exhale, come out of it slow. Again, I want you to like play with your foot position. Turn your toes out. See how that feels. And then maybe turn your toes down. Always flexing your feet. Try not to keep your feet relaxed. And then coming out of that, maybe turn your toes in. See if that's the magical spot. It's gonna get more of that IT bend. Awesome. And do this for as long as you like, as long as you need. Feels great. It's a lot different than a hard workout such as a Tabata. Okay, great. So we're getting that lymphatic system fleshed out, adding some blood flow, maybe reducing some scar tissue, helping hydrate that fascia. So that's what we want, that's our goal, is to try and do that. All right. How often should you foam roll and when? I always say you can foam roll every day if you'd like, but it should be when you're warm, say after a bath or a shower or after your workout. So you just want to finish with it because it is considered a deep tissue massage or a little bit of flexibility training such as stretching. So take your time with that. Another key thing is if you don't have a foam roller, that's okay. You can kind of do the same work with a rolling pin, with a tennis ball, or with a golf ball. And again, never ever roll where there is bone, like an ankle joint, knee joint. Okay, so only where it's nice and juicy. You can take your rolling pin behind, you can be sitting on your couch or anything like that. And again, you just want to get into that juicy area of the calf, putting pressure on it. Not like you're kneading dough, it's not quick, okay? Nice and slow until you feel that spot. There it is, okay, just breathe. Linger there, shoulders are relaxed, and then start to slowly knead through it, okay? And then continue on. And again, as soon as it starts to feel another sweet spot, linger there, and then start to go a little bit. Good. Again, tennis ball. So you can use a tennis ball. You can manipulate your IT band. You can even take a tennis ball and you can sit on it. It looks like my cheek's swallowing it. I love taking a tennis ball against the wall or a door and putting it on my low back or my hip and going right against the wall, and it really, really does the trick. Again, be careful you're not on the bones. You're on that nice juicy part of your body. And self-massage is really gonna help blood flow. It's really gonna help you get the results that you want. So if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Have a great day.